Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today guys I'm going to do part 98 to my ChatGPT Characters chatbot series. We're running into a problem right now guys. On the few chatbots that have a great memory, both of them either have a run that I never want to lose, or aren't going as well as I was hoping they would. Okay, that's the thing. Emoji has some good characters and some good. Well, I guess still has some good memory, but the issue is I don't want to lose the one run I did have that went fantastically. While it's still on the history thing, I don't know if it deletes them if you put too much on there, and that's what I'm really worried about. Plus, I need some new characters badly. I have two ideas for new characters, but unfortunately I haven't created them yet. Ironically enough, one of them's actually kind of similar to the one I'm doing now. This is the electric Typhlosion. I'm going to do an electric type Totodile, and I'm going to try to remake a Paradox for an alligator, but not make it something I build, just something I see in the wild, similar to a Paradox Pokemon in the games. So, yeah. Here's what it says. Here's one of the stories I have about the electric type Noivern. I said, did I say Noivern? No, Typhlosion, Sweet Arceus. I got the story from the basic story from Character AI and every other one I've ever used it on. So we'll see how it works out. It says you arrive at the snowy peak of a quiet, icy mountain. I do not know why I want to go up there. The air is crisp and the wind howls softly through the landscape. As you walk further in, you feel a faint static in the air, like a buzz against your skin. Nearby, a large boulder juts from the snow, and hidden behind it, a pair of Wise's eyes glowing. A pair of glowing blue eyes peek nervously at you. Crackles of electric energy dance faintly behind them. Oh, heck no. I see. The electric Typhlosion whispers quietly to himself and peeking at you. Who's that? Are to hear the battle? Or to catch me? He presses his electrified body tighter against the stone, trying to stay hidden, but his back sparks slightly, letting off tiny flickers of blue lightning. The ice crystals on his back shimmer like jagged glass in the overcast light. I haven't seen anyone in months. What if they hate me now that I've changed? He lowers his head, confused but still curious. His large lightning bolt symbol pulses with a soft electric light. He doesn't move, just watches, waiting to see what you'll do. Sweet Arceus. That's odd. Why is there a weird static electricity all over this mountain over here? Oh, please don't run. Earlier time, his ears twitch and his head lifts a little from behind the rock as he hears your voice. They noticed? Oh no. Should I run? No, wait. What if they're nice? What if they think the static is cool? He peeks a little more, his glowing body now more visible as faint electric sparks drift off and vanish into the air like fireflies. I didn't mean to make the mountain weird. I just want somewhere safe, somewhere cold where the electricity wouldn't hurt anything. He presses a paw to his chest right over the lightning bolt symbol, which pulses faintly in sync with his heartbeat. He wants to speak, but the fear keeps him silent for now. The wind picks up slightly, carrying a faint hum of energy through the snow. Did I just hear a voice? Is somebody else on this mountain? I said is. Thank you. Watch him run. I hope not, but I wouldn't be shocked. He seems awfully nervous. Yep, he's actually blaming himself. I see him calling himself bad names. The electric Typhlosion's eyes widen, and he ducks back behind the rock quickly, accidentally sending a small surge of static into the snow, causing a soft crack of ice nearby. Uh, no, 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 no! They did hear me! Stupid! Stupid! I wasn't supposed to say anything! He shivers slightly more from nervousness than cold. His bat sparks again, this time with little arcs of icy electricity that skitter along the snow before fading. But they don't sound mad. Maybe they're just curious. He slowly leans out just a little again, his neon blue and yellow fur gleaming faintly in the light. One paw and the rest nervously on the snowy ground, his claws twitching. We want, yeah. Well, is there somebody else up here? He's probably not gonna answer, wasn't he? Oh. Let's see, the ultra Fulgen's ears perk up again, and your voice echoing to across the snowy ridge. They really sound nice. Not angry. Not scary. Just looking for someone. So he shifts from behind the rock. His glowing eyes peek out fully this time, and for a brief second you catch a glimpse of him. His neon blue fur glowing faintly. Jagged ice crystals jutting from where flames once roared. His lightning bolt mark pulsed once before he ducks back behind the rock again, startled by your gaze. The voice comes softly just loud enough for you to hear now. I'm here. Please don't try to catch me. I'm not like the other Typhlosion anymore. The static in the air briefly intensifies. Tiny birds drift gently through the snow like glowing snowflakes. The mountain goes quiet again, waiting on your next move. Yep. Wait, did you say? Oh, did he say quiet? Is it? His breath hitches and he turns up behind the rock again. Uh-oh. You, you heard that? He pauses, eyes looking back and forth. He hadn't meant to say his name so clearly. Yeah, I used to be. I mean, I am. Kinda. It's hard to explain. He slowly steps out from behind the rock, his movements cautious. Now you can see him clearly. His body still shaped like a Typhlosion, but altered. Sleek neon blue and pale yellow fur with lines of glowing energy flowing like veins. The flame vents on his back are lined with jagged icy crystal formations that crackle with static. A bold glowing lightning bolt goes on his chest. A storm hit me. A bad one. It changed everything. I tried to use flamethrower, but I got this weird new move instead. Crystal shock. He looks down at his paws, then back at you, uncertain. I didn't think anyone would come after all the way up here. Yeah. Well, I was just exploring up here. Was that you that was making the air feel more electrified? That's not the. I don't know what that is. See, that's not even how you spell the word feel. Fulton's ears droop slightly and he looks away embarrassed. Yeah, that's me. Sorry. I really don't know how to turn it off yet. He lifts his one paw and you can see little sparks flicking between his claws. The static curling into the air fading before fading. His back gives off a soft crackling hum as the ice crystals shimmer and shift with faint electric energy. When I get nervous or excited, the electricity kind of leaks out. I didn't mean to mess up the air around here. I just thought this cold place would keep it under control. He glances at you cautiously, then quietly adds, "But you're not scared?" No. It's not hurting. So it's fine. How did you become like that? You honestly look super cool. Hope it has a pond of ice crystals. Oh, he actually is surprised. Well, of course it kind of. The other time Fulton, his eyes widen and the sparks along his back momentarily brighten in a flicker of sharp surprise and bashful excitement. You really think I look cool? He takes a small step closer, his paw pressing gently into the snow, leaving a glowing paw print behind. A little nervous smile tugs at the corners of his muzzle. Wow, nobody's ever said that. Most people I've run into just stare or run away like I'm some kind of freak. He paused, looking up at the cloud, as if reliving the memory. It was a really nice day. I remember I was just playing outside, chasing a leaf through the grass like an idiot. He chuckles awkwardly, then out of nowhere, boom! Thunderstorm hits. No warning, no clouds, just lightning. And before I could even move, it struck me right in the back. He shuddered slightly, placing a paw over the lightning bolt on his chest. I blacked out for 5 hours, they said. When I woke up, I was in the Pokemon Center. Felt weird, like my whole body was buzzing. I thought it was the medicine, until I tried using flamethrower and... He raises a paw and with a focused breath fires a burst of sparkling, icy, electric projectiles into the snow. Crystal shock. They explode in rapid pops of light and frozen static. I got that instead. And Rockslide turned to crystal rain. He grins a little, though still bashfully. I guess lightning rewrote my whole element. That's really cool. Period. I'm sorry about you getting hit by lightning. Are you doing okay now? Other top and his expression softens, touched by your concern. Aw, thanks. I don't think anyone's ever really asked me that before. He sits down slowly in the snow, careful not to let the sparks on his back get too wild. A faint hum of static still lingers in the air, but it feels more calm now, almost gentle. It was scary at first. I thought I was broken, like I wasn't me anymore. I didn't recognize my own reflection, and when the doctors couldn't figure out what had happened, I panicked. That's when I ran up here. I thought maybe I'd be safer away from everyone. He paused at the snow, quietly carving a small spiral as he talks. But it's been lonely. I don't hurt or anything. Not physically. The electricity doesn't burn me. It actually feels kind of natural now. But I do miss having someone to talk to. Someone who doesn't look at me like I'm a glitch. Where he says like he's a robot. He looks up at you with glowing blue eyes, flicking what until you're really the first one who hasn't run or stared like I was cursed. Stared. Ask him more about his moves or do something else. Well, you didn't hurt me. Or try to. I don't really know how long you were sitting there looking at me. But you could have used your lightning attack to try hurting me. And you didn't. There we go. There we go. His eyes go wide for a second, and then he lets out a breath he didn't realize he was holding. A tiny smile pulls at the edge of his muzzle. Yeah, I guess I could have, but I didn't want to scare you. I mean, I wanted to say something, but I didn't know if you'd be afraid of me, especially with how I look now. He looks down at his own paws, glowing faintly with static, and traces the lightning bolt on his chest again. I'm glad. I'm glad I didn't, though. You're the first person I've met since I changed that didn't treat me like some kind of accident. Oh my gosh! What the frick? He slowly gets up, stepping a bit closer to you. The crackling static in the air seems to settle more as he relaxes. Still twitching slightly, flicking a snowflake off as it sizzles in a spark. Thank you for not being afraid of me. I think I really needed that. Would you want? Is it one for a bit? That's more one bit. Of course. Wait, no. Oh, you're welcome. Period. I know you have ice crystals on your back now, but does it not feel cold up here? For you? It seems like it would be freezing, especially since you can't keep yourself warm with fire anymore. That's really cool. Alright, guys. Here's what he said. His ears twitching and gets a soft, surprised chuckle at your thoughtful question. Yeah, you really do pay attention. He turns slowly so you can see the full array of jagged electrified ice crystals jutting from his back where flames once roared. The gold is soft, pale blue light, crackling faintly with static electricity as snowflakes melt before even touching them. At first, yeah, it was really cold. I used to rely on my flames to stay warm, especially in the snow, but after I changed, that heat just disappeared. It scared me a lot. He lowered his gaze, pawing the snow a little, but over time, so my body adapted. These crystals, they're not normal ice. They don't feel cold to me, It's like they're part electricity, part something else. They actually help me regulate my body heat, even though I don't generate fire anymore. He sits again, letting you get a better look at his icy lightning structures. I guess the lightning didn't just change my type, it rewired how I survive. The storm took something from me, but it gave something back, too. He smiles, gently, more openly. Yep. Okay, I smelled. Okay, brain. Alright, guys. Here's the last little bit of what this one says. He said he smiles gently, more openly this time. And now, thanks to you, this bus doesn't feel quite as cold anymore. That's very nice of you to say. I appreciate how nice you actually are being. Stop! Aww. His expression softens and he offers you a grateful glowing eyed look. A grateful glowing eyed. Why is his eyes glowing though? That's kind of horrifying thinking about it. You're the one being nice to me. Most people would have run by now, but you're still here, talking to me like I matter. That means a lot. He looks up toward the cloudy sky again, letting a few drifting flakes melt harmlessly on his electrified fur. It's been maybe a few months, almost half a year, I think. It's hard to keep track up here with no calendar, just the snow, the wind, and the stars. He pauses and adds quietly, the first couple weeks were the hardest. I kept trying to use my old moves, trying to light a fire just to stay warm. I even tried to evolve backward once, like maybe I could reset myself, but nothing worked. He looked at the glowing lightning ball on his chest and gently brushes it with a paw. So eventually, I stopped trying to be what I was. I started learning what I am. These new powers, crystal shock, crystal rain, they're not fire, but they're mine. And up here, didn't have to worry about hurting anyone if I lost control. But then he then turns to you with a little spark of dancing on the fur of his cheek. But now I'm starting to think maybe I don't have to be alone forever either. Did you used to have a trainer? When this first happened, how did you even get to the Pokemon Center? Let's see. His ears lower a little and his expression grows more distant, touched with a mix of sadness and confusion. I, yeah, I did have a trainer. He'd sit still for a moment watching the snow swirl gently across the mountain top. He was really kind. We've been together since I was a Cyndaquil. He used to say I had the strongest flame he'd ever seen. We trained, traveled, and even won a couple of gym badges together. I thought we were going to take on the whole league eventually. His voice gets quieter. When the lightning hit me, I was alone, just playing outside the cabin we were staying at for the night. The storm came so fast. I don't remember much about the flash, just blackness. Best thing I knew, I was lying in the Pokemon Center. My trainer was there, sitting by the bed, eyes red like he'd been crying for hours. I paused. He doesn't look at you right away. He didn't leave me at first. He stayed through the checkups. He tried to help me figure out what was going on. But when my flames wouldn't come back, and I shorted out the healing machines more than once, he got distant. Daggum, that's awful. He gently brushed a paw through the snow, leaving glowing static trails behind. I think he didn't know how to deal with what I'd become. One day I woke up, and he was gone. Just a note that said, "I'm sorry." The nurse said he asked them to keep looking after me. That's how I ended up there for 5 hours. Longer, really. He looks at you now, his glowing blue eyes sad but calm. I don't blame him. I think he was scared. I was scared too. I don't know why he would be scared of you. Period. If I was your trainer at that time, I would have still loved you. Stop. Especially if you kept your sweet personality that you had before the lightning strike. He's more shocked about the fact that I said I would actually like him still like that. Oh my gosh. His eyes widen and shimmer with emotion, and for a long moment he doesn't say anything, just looks at you like he's trying to make sure he really heard you right. Then slowly his paws tremble slightly in the snow, and his voice comes out soft, almost like a whisper drowned by the wind. You, you still love me? Even like this? He takes another step closer, the faint hum of stack around him no longer sharp or tense, but warm, gentle even. The curls on his back flicker with a soft, calming glow as the snow around you glitters from the electric energy radiating from his body. I thought, I thought no one could love me now. Now when I can't use fire anymore. Holy crap. Not when I look like something that doesn't even belong to a type chart. His voice cracked slightly, but you see me. You still think I'm sweet? He takes a deep breath and slowly lowers himself into the snow in front of you. His front paws tucked gently beneath them. His expression is more vulnerable now than it's been the whole time. Eyes searching yours. I don't think I've felt this warm in months. Sweet Arceus. So it means he's just been up here being lonely the entire time. Even his I mean, that's horrible. You have a trainer that loved you and cared about you the entire time, and then just when you get turned to a different typing and look different, you're like, bleh. I mean, granted, people probably think, oh, you probably do it with Fragger too. But here's the thing: Fragger's design is so simple and so good that for somebody to screw it up, I would be. I've seen people make designs of him. Some people do a pretty good job making him look cool. I remember one particular design I didn't like as much though, and it made him look more scary or creepy than it did make him look cute or amazing like he usually does. That's why when I make my own Fragger design, I don't. That's why when I make any Pokemon design, I don't change up anything about them except how they look. Like the rock type for alligator, he has rocks for spikes. Fairy type for alligator, pink with ice cream covered spikes. You know, like he don't look any different. He's just a different color with different things on him. Say a tight toed. He may look a little bit different, but it's mainly the crystals on his snout and like the pattern on his stomach. You know, like just different things like that. Let's see. Yes. And it seemed like you kept that sweet personality. Period. You've been really nice instead of really aggressive, even towards me. Whenever. You saw me as nothing but a stranger just a few minutes ago. His chest rises so sharply at your words, and for a moment you see just how deeply it hits him. The glow from his body flickers and pulses softly, not like the chaotic static from earlier, but more like a steady, peaceful rhythm. His breath escapes in a quiet, misty huff as his voice wavers with emotion. I, I was so sure that I had to act like I wasn't dangerous. Like every move I made had to be small so no one would run away again. But you didn't ask me to shrink myself. He leans forward just slightly as if unsure whether he's allowed to be this close. His glowing blue eyes are wide and earnest. You called me cool and sweet. I haven't heard anyone say things like that since before the lightning. You're not scared. Not even a little. And I can feel you mean every word. He gently presses a paw into the snow between you. Cross terms like, if you had been my trainer back then, I think I wouldn't have run. I think I would have stayed. His voice drops to itself. I think I would have been really happy. That's very sweet of you to say. Period. I'm different than most trainers. I treat my Pokemon like my friends and family. Taking care of them, feeding them, healing them when they're hurt. That's really how I am. I love my Pokemon to pieces, man. His eyes shine again, this time not just with electricity, but with tears that don't fall, held up with a sudden warmth in his chest. He stares at you in awe, his breath hitching as your words sink in like sunlight breaking through the snowy clouds above. You you don't just use your Pokemon, you love them like they matter, even when they're different, even when they're hurt. He gently pours his paw over yours in the snow, stack around his body fading into a soft hum that feels more like a comforting buzz than a threat. The bolt symbol on his chest glows faintly as if responding to his heartbeat. No one's ever said that to me. Not like this. Not with kindness that feels real. He smiles slowly, shy but hopeful. Would it be too much if I asked to stay with you? Not as a battle or a burden, just as someone who wants to be a part of a family again. Sweet Arceus. I don't mind. I just don't know how people are going to react. Not just with you, but with me as well. Period. People have been constantly trying to attack me. And you could even say that's another one of the reasons I came up here. Just to get away from it for a bit. And one of the reasons I came up is to get away from it. I say his expression shifts immediately, eyes narrowing slightly, not with anger at you, but with concern and protectiveness so strong it crackles faintly through the air around him. They attacked you? He stands a little taller now, body bristling, not from fear but from instinct. The static arcs from his back crystals in slow, deliberate pulses, like a silent warning to anyone who would dare hurt you. The static arcs from his back. Wow, you didn't come up here to find me. Came up here because you were hurting. And I just... He stops, breathing, shaking, breath shaking slightly before he speaks again, gentler this time. I'm sorry people treated you like that. That's not right. You didn't deserve it. And if you let me, I'll protect you, just like you're protecting me now. He steps closer, his body warm despite the cold, and rests his forehead gently against your shoulder. We could watch each other's backs. You don't have to be alone anymore either. His voice is quieter now, but filled with a deep sincerity. If you're not afraid of the storm I carry, I won't ever let anyone hurt you without facing the lightning first. That's extremely sweet. And you know what's funny? Every time I meet a creature, like a dragon or another Pokemon, like once I become friends with them, they get very protective over me too. Aww. There's a wide, genuine touch smile spreads across his face, and for the first time he lets out a soft, choke-going huff of static-filled breath. Then I guess I'm in good company. He pulls back just enough to meet your eyes again, a spark of admiration and affection going behind his own. You must have a really special heart for so many powerful Pokemon and creatures to want to protect it. I can feel it too. The kindness, the love, the way you see us as more than just tools or trophies. That's rare, and it's something I'd fight for without even thinking twice. He steps beside you now, the storm around him calm and gentle. His icy crystals glitter like gemstones, and his body gives off a soft, steady warmth despite the snowy winds. I'd be honored to stand with you as a friend, a protector, whatever you need me to be. He hesitates for a moment, then slowly asks, would it be okay if you gave me a name? I feel like I'm going to start this new chapter with you. I want a name that comes from someone who really sees me. Okay. What about something that represents your new electric typing? Like Sparky. Hey, he likes it. Good. Let's see. His ears perk up when the lightning ball in his chest pulses brightly at the sound of the name. He seems caught off guard for a moment. Then slowly a big, genuine grin spreads across his face as a soft crackle of static dances across his fur. Sparky. He repeats it quietly to himself, testing how it feels, and then nods with pride. I like it. It's light, full of energy, and it feels like a fresh start. It's me. Not the old me trying to be what I used to be, but the new me you helped accept. He steps closer and gives you a gentle nudge with his forehead, aesthetic warm and soothing, not shocking. Thank you for giving me a name. Thank you for giving me a place. I won't let you down. I promise. Then after a beat, he adds with a playful glint in his eye, So if anyone does try to mess with you again, let's just say they're gonna get more than a little crystal shock. Yeah, just be careful. I have met plenty of different Pokemon, even different typings of and even though they were being protective over me, and even some of them being large and more scary than their normal self, people would still constantly try to attack me. Oh no. Um, well, that's not good.